I want to bring in Bloomberg Best Nick Bennenbroek. He's the head of currency strategy at Wells Fargo, joining us now. And Nick, I'm sure in all your predictions about the euro, you didn't think that you were going to actually have to factor in this, the change at the top of the IMF in this fashion. Is there any reason, because we saw the euro tick down just a little bit on this news, is there really any reason for the euro to be lower on this?
No, I don't think so. Probably a little bit of a knee-jerk reaction, and maybe no substantive reason. But there is the issue of how much of a distraction is it, I suppose, and how much could it factor into getting a good agreement, or an appropriate agreement for Greece. And we have some other political issues going on as well. We've got Finland with the new government being set up there, and we've also got state elections in both Germany and Spain. So there's a lot of political noise at this point in time. So this distraction it isn't helpful at this particular point.
But is there any reason for you to believe, though, that the issues that have been placed at the IMF, the restructuring of Greece's debt, increasing aid, to Greece, and then, talking about Portugal, is there any reason to believe that any of that is going to be derailed at all?
No, I don't think that's going to be derailed at all, and that process will continue. I think as far as the euro is concerned, and it's been struggling recently, we are waiting for a result or a resolution as far as that is concerned. So the euro is probably going to be under a little bit of pressure until early June, until we do get an agreement or scope on that whole Greek financial assistance package.
What do you hope happens today after the meeting?
Well, I hope I certainly hope they come out and. I'm really not looking for too much in terms of concrete measures, because we've heard comments from officials saying that we don't expect to see an overall package until June. But maybe just some kind of signal, some kind of comfort that, yes, the European authorities are putting together a package and there will be further financial assistance perhaps in June, without any real specifics of what that might be.
Quickly, Nick, while I have you here, I want to talk about the dollar, because I know you've been a dollar bull. We saw this reversal, partly on this commodities issue. What changes for the dollar now that we've hit this debt ceiling?
Well, I think the clock starts ticking, shall we say, until early August, when the hard ceiling is hit and the Treasury is no longer unable to sort of take the accounting measures or the other measures that it can to avoid borrowing new debt, for example. So I think right now we're okay. But probably, come late June or especially by early July, the markets will start to get a little bit nervous. The market believes we are going to get a debt ceiling increase, so it's really not a particular problem at this point in time. Mm-hmm. The closer we get to, say, August, so late June, July, that's when the more nervous. That's when the nerves start to fray. So right now we've got European debt nerves. That's where the nervousness is. If we get to June and we get an agreement, and if we still haven't got a resolution of the US debt ceiling by late June, early July, that's when the nervousness might shift back to the United States.
And quickly, that means what for the dollar then? A lower dollar? Or
that would mean a lower dollar. If we haven't got an agreement by then, that would mean a lower dollar. But I think we'll probably be pretty much at an agreement, hopefully by then.
Hopefully. Nick, thank you very much. Nick Bennenbroek of Wells Fargo.